irreverent.
So this is a trick that I know as paddles. That may or may not be correct. I'm never quite sure. For all I know, it could be called the hand rolls of infinity, or perhaps more appropriately, the knuckle shredder. Either way. So here it is. So the idea behind this trick is that you're constantly pushing the staff over the back of your hands in a rotating motion. So you want to hold the staff over the top of your hands like so. You want it on the first set of knuckles on your fingers. Try not to have it right on the back of your hands, because you lose a fair amount of control if you do that. And so the idea with this trick is that you're using your dominant hand to pull the staff round your least dominant hand. I'm just going to say right for dominant, left for not, because this hand is crap. If you take your dominant hand, this is my dominant hand, this is my dominance hand. So because this is a trick that involves hand rolls, remember that anytime you do a contact trick, which I guess this is, the center of the staff should always go over the middle of the thing that you're rolling it over, whatever appendage that may be. So the best way to start this trick is if you take your least dominant hand and do a hand roll from thumb to pinky, and then as it rolls over the back of your left hand, take your right hand and catch it underneath, and then use that to bring it round and back over to the left hand. As you start with your hand roll, pull your left hand slightly towards the center of your body so that the staff remains in a fixed position in space. Move your right hand under your left with your thumb facing up so your knuckles make contact with the staff when it's around about vertical. Then with the same hand, pull the staff towards the right side of your body. Notice that the staff never does a complete roll on the right hand, but instead boards and alights from the thumb side. When the full weight of the staff is on your right hand, move your left hand a few inches towards the end of the staff so that when the staff comes back around, your hand is in the correct balance point for a hand roll. Bring your right hand up and parallel to your left hand as the staff becomes vertical, lightly squeezing the staff between both hands. When you feel it beginning to roll onto your left, release your right. Repeat to your heart's content, or until your knuckles get sore, whichever comes first. And that helps the general effort. If you find that your staff keeps speeding up and you lose control, don't worry, that's pretty normal at first. But there is something that you can do. When you're passing from your right to your left, there's a point where you're squeezing the staff between your hands. Squeeze harder, said the actress to the bishop, and slow down your hands at this point. The staff will continue moving and hit the palm of your right hand. You can then give it a push onto your left at the desired speed. This is the one brief part of the trick where you actually have any control whatsoever. Use it wisely. So when you're doing this trick in a performance or choreo, whatever like that, try not to stand and just do it, because it can look quite boring. Like it's a really cool trick once people see that what you're doing, but it's not a very overly big visual trick, right? So try and mix it up a bit, be a bit dynamic in your motion and pull some fancy poses.